Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our meditation session today. We are going to meditate on metta, loving kindness. Mostly, Buddha has mentioned and has taught and explained that in the suttas, very broadly explained, do metta to all living beings without any special category, any specialize in it. Just mentioning all sentient beings in the fourth direction, in the front, side, left, right side, back side, left side, up and down and all around. Then we, in the same time, we send to our metta to all living beings in the front, in the right, in the back and left, up and down and all around. They could be visible or invisible. They could be human or non-humans. They could be a gods or ghosts or any other living beings. They could be huge, large, middle size, or even tiny. They could be in the water or in the sky or in the earth and on the earth. They could be now uh, feet or bipeds or four legs or many. All the type of sentient beings and be happy, be healthy, be safe, and be free from suffering and attain to enlightenment. This metta thoughts going to all sentient beings in all over the world, on this earth and beyond this earth, and even in the other solar systems, the living beings living in the other solar systems, in this galaxy, and any other galaxies in this universe. There are no limits. There are no barriers. This metta is going to, without limit, infinitely. The all living beings, wherever they live, breathe, wherever they in this universe, and may they all be happy, be healthy, be safe, and be free from suffering and attain to enlightenment. Then even we don't think about our family members or something like that. We don't want to, we don't have to that kind of attachment. And this metta is definitely going to all sentient beings without attachment, without desire, right? And then fill your heart with metta, loving kindness, and send it to all sentient beings. Then all sentient beings are our family members. All sentient beings are our loved ones. All sentient beings are mm, my relatives, my friends. Then this metta is going to all sentient beings. Okay, you may gently close your eyes and sit comfortably. Sit comfortably. Take a deep breath and slowly let go and be relaxed. Take deep in breath, slowly let go and relax. Relax your top of the head, your forehead, your face. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your chest and stomach, legs and feet. And just imagine your sitting posture and you're sitting relaxed and comfortably. You are comfortable with sitting and your mind is relaxed and resting. Now focus your front side without limit and your right side, back side, left side, upside and down and all around without limit. The all living beings in this universe, be happy, be healthy, be safe. May they all be free from suffering. May they all be enlightened. All living beings in this universe, be happy, be healthy, be safe, be free from suffering, be enlightened. Keep repeating again and again and again. Put your intention, what you wish for all living beings. And keep meditating. Keep sending your metta to all living beings in this universe. Now your heart without hate, without anger, without ill will, aversion, but only filled with kindness, compassion, and metta, loving kindness. And your heart is pure, no hate, no anger to any sentient beings in this universe, only compassion, kindness, metta, and keep sending your metta to all living beings. Put your intention wishing them goodwill, happiness, freedom, liberation from all the kind of suffering, pain. Like Buddha, he did himself. The how Buddha sent the metta to all living beings. Likewise, and we send the metta to all living beings with great compassion, no hate, no ill will, no anger, just compassion. Fill this whole universe with your metta. Fill all around you, front, side, right side, back and left, up and down and all around this entire earth in the universe, pervading entire universe with your metta. May no one kill anyone. May no one harm to anyone. May no one hurt to anyone. May all living beings wish happiness, success and prosperous for all living beings. All living beings in this universe, be happy, be healthy, be safe, be free from suffering. May they all be enlightened. May they be happy, be healthy, be safe. Now your heart without hate, your heart free from hate, ill will and anger, aversion, your heart filled with compassion, metta, loving kindness, just only loving kindness, just only metta, your heart filled with metta. You not hate to anyone. You have kindness, compassion, karuna. You have karuna and you have metta. You have mudita. You wish in happiness to all living beings. Like God in the Brahma realms, filled their hearts with metta, karuna, and mudita. Like hearts of the gods, now your hearts the same, filled with metta, no hate, no aversion, no anger, no ill will. You wish in happiness to all living beings in this universe and keep repeating, may all living beings live happily, peacefully, without hate and anger. May they all be free from anger, from hate. May they all love each other, live happily, peacefully, without hate. May no one kill anyone, no harm to anyone nor hurt anyone. May all wish happiness for all living beings. When I listening this bell, and you may slowly open your eyes. Hi, hi. You wanna? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, we are meditate. Um, we just not open for public yet, but you can sit down here. Yeah, I know. I put it earlier, but I'm very soon, maybe next month.
Oh,
Exactly. Yeah. 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 No. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. You can sit down now. We just finished meditation. Now we're going to discussion. You can get a cushion. Yeah. I do online. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. Okay. You may come next Sunday. Yeah. 10 a.m. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Very happy to see you. Take care. Have a good day.
mm. Bhante, remind me where we are in the sutta, okay?
Do you remember anyone? Remember? No one.
Oh, that's okay. We can start over.
Mm. Yeah,
Oh,
I discussed last week about 10 powers of the Buddha.
Yes.
I think I did not finish those things, but I'm going to very
Mm.
briefly mention the namely those powers and going to the other parts of the sutta. This is a long sutta. I think we cannot finish today. I hope to finish up some um,
Mm.
you know
There we go.
the reason for this sutta Buddha uh, to this is the Buddha's teaching to Sariputta, right? Sariputta,
Mm.
uh, because the Sunakata, the lay person, actually he used to be a monk before, and he returned to home. He wasn't happy with Buddha.
Mm.
Mm. He also was. The commentator says he used to be a attendant, an
Mm.
assistant to the Buddha for a while. And the commentator says he asked some questions Buddha. Buddha did not answer to those questions, but it's not necessary. It is kind of beyond of the understanding and according to his nature, his capability. Then he was disappointed and he left, returned to home, disrobed, and he keep blaming to Buddha. And he wandered village to village, town to town, city to city in Vesali and blaming and scolding and criticizing Buddha. Buddha is not the enlightened one. Buddha is not the enlightened one. And he doesn't have a super normal powers or states, but he teaches something according to his understanding. Anyway, the people who is following his teaching and able to get rid of the suffering and overcome the suffering. By criticizing Buddha, he was wondering in the Vesali one day Sariputta saw him
Mm.
and then when Sariputta meet Buddha and let the Buddha know the Sunakata is wondering, blaming, criticizing the Buddha. Then Buddha explained Sariputta, Sunakata does that because of his anger. He's angry. He's angry. And he's an empty person. He doesn't understand who is the Buddha and what are the Buddha's qualities. And Buddha explained in this sutta the 9 types of Buddha's qualities. I need you simply remember these 9 qualities of the Buddha. The first one called Arahan, it is the worthy one or holy one or enlightened one. Simply mean Arahan and worthy to offering by humans and God. Buddha is worthy to respect. Buddha is the Arahant, the holy, holy one, and also blessed one, and also the fully enlightened one, Samma Sambuddha. Samma Sambuddha is fully enlightened one. Buddha attained to enlightenment himself, and he is able to let other people attain to enlightenment too. Helps others to attain to enlightenment. Then, in this way, Buddha is a fully enlightened one. And he attained to enlightenment himself by struggling, by practicing. And the third one called Vijjacharana Sampanna, Buddha is the uh, endeavor. Buddha endeavors the 15 type of conducts and 8 types of attainments, uh, higher attainments, the supernormal attainments, Vijjacharana. And then the Sugata means the well gone, and Buddha has gone like as previous Buddhas. Buddha has attained to enlightenment in super uh, the very well path by following a well good path. And Lokavidu Buddha is the knower of the worlds, and Satta Dev Manusanang Buddha is the teacher to humans and to gods, and Buddha is the well trainer who is supposed to training, who need to, to train, and Buddha is the good trainer, teacher, and also Bhagava, blessed one, Buddha, enlightened and blessed one. And this then Buddha explained, it said, Sariputta, the Sunakata doesn't understand in these qualities of mind. Then he keep criticizing me. The whatever he does is not good. It's not good for him. It's a bad. That bad karma take him to a bad realms and lower realms. And then Buddha explained in Sariputta, Buddha has um, supernormal powers. And Buddha explained in this sutta, Buddha has the uh, Buddha can be many, and Buddha can be many of Buddhas, and Buddha even can be the many Buddhas can be one, and Buddha can be disappear and can be appear. Buddha can walk on the water and sink in the earth and fly in this space. That type of capability, supernormal powers Buddha has. And Buddha can read others' minds, and Buddha can hear the listening of the gods and humans or any sentient beings. And Buddha can see anywhere in the world, and Buddha can see the previous lives. And these type of supernormal powers I do have, but the Sunakata didn't understand, realized. Then he keep criticizing me. Whatever he does not so good, it's not good for him. That's bad. That's bad karma. And Buddha explained the Buddha's the 10 types of powers. Okay, the briefly of these 10 powers is called Buddha know the possibility and impossibility. That's the first one. And the possibility and impossibility, mm, the second one is Buddha know the karma and its causes, effects in the past, present, and future. The any time in the past or present or future, any time the karmas and as its effects. And also Buddha has the another power, and Buddha know the Sabbatagamini Patipadang, and Buddha know the way to go or for any destination, and Buddha know the way or path to any destination, and Buddha understand how people where are they going, why they are going, what are the reasons for that. And the Buddha has another power, uh, Aneka dhatu nana dhatu lokang yatabhutam pajanati. And Buddha realized all the type of worlds in this universe. All the type of worlds. And also there's another power called Sattana Nanadimutti Katang. And Buddha understand the sentient beings, the capability, their superiority, um, or this lower, um, their, their, their capability. And also
Mm.
Buddha has the another power, um, Parasattanam Parapuggalanam Indriya Paro Pariyattan Atabhutam Pajanat. And Buddha able to understand the other peoples who is come to listen to Buddha. Buddha can understand their how their faculties, um,
Mm.
they, how the virtue of level of their virtue, the level of their um, understanding, the level of their practice of previous lives, or the level of their wisdom, the faculties. There are five faculties. It's called saddha, and they are the effort, the level of their effort, making effort, and Buddha understand their capability. When someone come to Buddha, Buddha know what what kind of faculty he has developed. What is the suitable teaching for him? What is the
Mm.
suitable practice for him? Because Buddha has that power, that supernormal power to understand their uh, whole uh, capability, their nature, understanding their nature. And another power Buddha says jhana vimokha samadhi samapattina and sankilesang vodhanam. And Buddha understand how could they attain to samadhi, jhana, vimokha attainment, and all concentrations, and how could they develop them, how could they get rid of them, how could they lose them, how could they mm, become stable with them. And Buddha know the way for that. And also Anekavitam Pubbe Nivasam Buddha is able to understand previous lives. And finally Buddha will able to see the uh, see anywhere in the world, Dibbachaku divine eye and Dibbasota divine ear. And finally Buddha attained to Buddha freed from mind and freed from wisdom. Cheto Vimutti, Panya Vimutti. Buddha attained to all the type of samadhi and the perfect wisdom, and attained to enlightenment, attained to Buddhahood, and Buddha attained himself. And this is the Sariputta 10 powers of Buddha. But Sunakata didn't understand, didn't realize. Then he, with wrong idea, mm, misunderstanding, he is criticizing this bad karma because he criticizing me without reason. He criticizing me. It's not what does he say about me? It's not true. What does he says about me? It is not true. True. It's false. I'm not. Um, the what does he say? I'm not that. Then that his misunderstanding or his anger take him to a bad destination. Definitely. Then Buddha explained again here four for self assurance here. explain in self-assurance, Bhante Bhikkhu Bodhi explain in it impre- impredity. Impredity is right.
In this one, intrepidity, but it's not a good word. Nobody knows what it means. Everybody has to look it up. It's a terrible word. It means to be courageous, I think, and very courageous.
Mhm.
So it means ultimate courage, maybe
Right.
intrepid.
Pali term is called Vesarajya.
Hmm.
Vesarajya means become very here Buddha used some other words too. Abhyapato, not fear. Kemapato,
Hmm.
very secure, very safe, and also
Yeah.
very perfect knowledge.
Hmm.
Very perfect with that, complete with that.
Hmm.
Let's see what the Buddha, what's the Buddha explaining this four type of intrepidity or self assurance or self mm, the visarada, the skillness, Buddha's skillness.
Hmm.
Okay, the first one, um, there are no any sentient beings uh, among the humans, among the gods, among the humans and Brahmins, among the humans and gods, Maras and Brahmas, anyone in this world, not able to say Buddha did not have realized this. Buddha is not the Buddha. No one can say Buddha hasn't enlightened. Buddha is not enlightened. Buddha is not awakening. Buddha has not realized this part or this part or this thing. No one can say, any humans, anyone in the gods, Mara or Brahma. It's not possibility. It's not happened. They can say that, but they cannot prove it. They cannot prove it, right, Michael? Then Buddha's, in this case, Buddha says, Sariputta, I can see this clearly. There are no one in this world among the humans or gods or among the Maras or Brahmas can say, I'm not Buddha anymore. I'm not realized this. I'm not realized that. Then I can see it clearly. Therefore, I am very secure. I am very safe. I'm fearless, and I'm very clear about that. This is the first thing. Okay. Mm. The second one, no one can say Buddha hasn't released this type of defilements. Buddha hasn't released, and Buddha is not freed from this type of defilements. This still Buddha have this defilement and that defilement. Buddha is not completely, perfectly freed from the defilements. No one can say that. Ime asava aparikkena. And this type of defilements is not released from the Buddha. Buddha is not free from this type of defilements. There are no one can say. And Buddha can see it clearly. Then Buddha live without fear, without doubt, without hesitation. And Buddha is clear with that. Um, that's the assurance and Visharada. um, perfect knowledge. Okay, the third one, then Buddha has taught these type of actions lead you to miserable life. Doing these kind of things is not good. It is bad. It's give you bad result. This type of things is bothering your progress. This type of behavior, this type of practices make you fall down, not let progress, development, spirituality. This is harmful. This is dangerous. This is um, uh, prevent your path from the spiritual path. When Buddha says that, there are no one can say it is not like that. It is not true. It's not right. This is not what is Buddha said. This is disturbing your path. This is preventing your development. This is dangerous. No one can say no. It is not dangerous. It is good. It is not bothering your path. There are no anyone among the humans, gods, maras, or brahmas can say it is not like that. Then Buddhists have that assurance about that. That's the third one. The fourth one, Buddha has taught a path to enlightenment. For example, if we take Eight Noble Path, when someone practicing Eight Noble Path, if we say briefly, if someone practice Sila, morality, if someone practice Samadhi, concentration, if when someone practice Panya, wisdom, understanding reality, and he definitely have to attain to enlightenment. When someone complete the path and he have to have that attainment, then Buddha says there are no one can say when someone practice this path he is not able to attain to enlightenment. No one can say that. No one can prove that with reasons, with evidence, because this path is so clear. The path Buddha has explained to enlightenment, it could be developing Eight Noble Path, or it could be understanding impermanent suffering and non-self, or it could be understanding dependent origination, or it could be get rid of craving, hate, ill will, and ignorance. Whatever it is, when someone practices this path, and he definitely have to have attain, it is possible attainment of enlightenment. There no one can say it is not like that. It's not possible. And these four type of self assurance Buddha have that. And Buddha says, then when Buddha has these four Vesaraja, um, Buddha is secure and fearless and assurance about this. But when someone says Buddha doesn't have, uh, Buddha is not enlightened, doesn't have supernormal powers or states, it is not true. Whoever say that, it is he uh, will go to a bad destination. and Buddha here mentioned firstly, it is Sariputta like this. When someone practices sila, samadhi, panya, when someone develop it, practice it, complete it, perfect it, then there are definitely things, attainment of enlightenment. It is definite. It's definitely happened. Exactly happened. That's true. It is true because he is completing sila, samadhi, and panya. This sila, samadhi, panya is the path to enlightenment. When someone complete it, and he's definitely have to go to that destination, enlightenment. Likewise, the Sunakata is blaming and is scolding and criticizing me, but it is not true. Then his bad destination is definitely thing. It is like when someone practices sila samadhi panya and he going to his destination of enlightenment, when he keep continue it and he is definitely go to enlightenment. Likewise, when Sunakata continue blaming me, if he not give up this thing, if he not let go his anger, if he not release his misunderstanding, if he continue holding this, harboring this thought in his mind, and he's definitely go to bad destination. Okay? Then here this simile is very interesting thing. Buddha, this simile mentioned again and again in this sutta we can see. Then no one cannot say in this world, today is not possible to attain to enlightenment. No one can say that. Right? Hello? Mm. What do you think? Buddha here says,
Mm,
if someone practice sila samadhi panya, the attainment is enlightenment is very possible.
mm.
It's very, it's definitely thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Bhante, is it important? Is it important to remember that at the time of the Buddha, many of the teachers proved their enlightenment or their advanced practice by performing magic tricks such as walking through walls and levitating. And by virtue of that was very common among other faiths. The Buddha was not in the habit of saying, "I'm enlightened, watch this trick." That was not the Buddha's style. So when somebody attacks the Buddha by saying, "Oh, you're not walking through walls, you're not levitating, you're not creating," I think Nirmanakaya, the splitting into pieces, into different Buddhas and all that. So therefore, you're not enlightened. And I think what the Buddha was doing here is answering to the different people who said, "Oh, you're not the Buddha because you're not doing this, you're not doing that." So, because all my teachers always levitate to prove they're enlightened.
What's the levitate means? What's the levitate?
It means to rise in the air.
Oh.
Like when you're sitting, kind of floating. But yeah, but we know from the suttas that this is not proof of anything. You can float in the air all you like, but that doesn't mean you're enlightened, right?
Yes, that's right. The supernormal power and the enlightenment is different thing.
Right, exactly.
Actually, this something we are something missing here. In the Pali, Buddha mentioned what's the Sunakata how Sunakata says about Buddha, it is about Uttari Manusa Dhamma, Alamariya Jnana Dasana Viseso. Then Buddha doesn't have what is not belong to ordinary humans. It's a beyond of the ordinary humans. It's about the enlightenment. Complete this talk about the enlightenment. Buddha doesn't have that enlightenment. That what is it's not supernormal powers actually. He doesn't mention supernormal powers. I don't know why it is translated like that.
Well,
It is called the at these. It's entering streamenta sotapanna sakadagami anagami arahat. These states of the enlightenment. That's what is Pali term called. Uh, maybe it has a supernormal power mentioned supernormal powers too, but definitely it is mean about the attainment of enlightenment. That's what is Sunakata's complaint. Buddha doesn't
yeah.
have that attainment.
Yeah, because he comes from another tradition where where the teachers falsely advertised their magic to prove that they were enlightened. But of course, that was not true because you can have supernormal powers,
Yes.
but that
Yes.
doesn't make you enlightened. But the teachers many of the teachers associated supernatural powers with enlightenment. And that's what the Buddha is correcting, I think. But also, it's very interesting to hear that the Buddha is telling him, because you have hate, you deny that I have these powers out of your ill will. And it's the ill will that's going to bring you down to the lower realms. I think that's what my understanding. Ill will brings you to lower realms,
Right.
and out of ill will, that this man was saying, "Oh, you haven't got supernatural powers, so therefore I can't really pay attention to you." So that's my feeling. I don't know if it's the right feeling,
No,
but I
that's true.
think
That's true because the Sunakata is full of anger, and
right.
he not giving up his anger. He gonna die with that anger. And also another thing, and he's what
You
is he saying? It is not true. It's a
know,
false speech, and it's a wrong complaining, wrong criticizing. It's not. It's the
yeah,
killing someone's good quality without
mm,
not right because it is called.
yeah,
Um, then whatever I talk about you, it is not
yeah,
true. But it's not good thing. Especially
mm,
he's saying something Buddha, but it's not true. That's the wrong thing.
yeah,
That thing, and also the his anger leads
mm,
him to a bad destination. That's a definitely thing.
yeah.
The
The
other
anger.
thing, who is attained to supernormal powers, it is not the enlightenment. It is some skills,
Mm-hmm.
and who has supernormal powers, they are not attained enlightenment. Who has attained to enlightenment already, but they not have supernormal powers. But someone
Mm,
has enlightenment and supernormal powers, both of them.
yeah.
It depends. But Buddha very emphasize and encourage people to attain to enlightenment, not about the supernormal powers.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. Do we have in Pali? Do we have the word nirmana, nirmanakaya?
Manokaya.
The nirmanakaya. This
Nirmanakaya. Yeah.
nirmanakaya. Yeah. I've never heard it referred to in the Theravada Suttas, the early Buddhist texts. I've only heard it referred to in the Mahayana text, and in the Mahayana text, it's very, very common to see discussions about the Nirmanakaya.
Right. Yes. In the Mahayan tradition, they mention three types of kayas. The one of Dhammakaya
Dhammakaya, Nirmanakaya,
and
and
Sambhogakaya.
Yes.
And the third one, Nimmanakaya, it means the
Mm,
Buddha can create his own body and he can
mm,
appear. And they said Buddha appear in the humans realms with Nimmanakaya, not in his real body.
right. And the
I yeah.
Sambhogakaya.
Sambhogakaya is the Buddha the Kai used to living as a human with physically.
Hmm. And Dhammakaya is more
Dhammakaya is
embodied.
his nature.
Oh, mm,
Mm. This Buddha feed his Sambhogakaya and Buddha he died, passed away, his this Sambhogakaya. And he can appear
oh,
some places with this Nimmanakaya creation body,
mm,
created body. There,
mm,
but in Theravada tradition, we don't talk about this any kind of because we in Theravada tradition we say Buddha is very physical, and
mm,
then he just born from the humans uh, as a human, and he died as a human. He's not the God anymore.
mm. Yeah.
And then his soul or his consciousness is not remaining anywhere anymore. It ceased. Mm, okay, let's go to other part. If you have any question, please just take it up. Then we can uh, put it in here. We can discuss, put into discuss.
Mm.
If you have to clear anything, Johanna, you clear with this?
Yes, Bante, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Jayanta, Nona.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, Bante.
Yeah, if you have to anything to talk or to discuss, just
Mm.
yeah, put it into discussion, then we can talk. Okay. This is very wonderful sutta. Let's go to the other thing Buddha explaining here after this four self assurance. Mm, mm. Okay. Buddha mentioned here there are eight type of people, eight type of eight assembly, eight eight types of assembly. First one is the royal members, Khattiya. Khattiya means the born to royal families. That's the one clan in the Buddha's time. Buddha is a royal family, right? Second one, Brahmana. Brahmins, also religious family, who's come from the religious clan. All the Brahmanas represent the religious. The Khattiya, they represent the rule in the country. And the third one, Gahapati, they are the people who's the uh, householders. They are the people who keep businessing, farming, cultivating, production. They make the all the production to the all nation. A samana, and samana is the religious, but not like Brahmana. Brahmana is the very traditional believers, but the samana, and they are very modern. They have finding, investigating, practicing their own ways. They are the samana. Buddhists belong to samana, right? Um, there are very few of them. Buddha is the samana, belong to samana. Uh, assembly. Nigantanataputta Jaina, Jaina, Mahavira. And he is also belonged to Samana. He came from, he didn't believe the Brahmins' beliefs. The Brahmins' beliefs about the creation, the world, and the royal family created by the Brahma, religious Brahmins family created by the Brahma. The royals one came from the Brahma's arms, came from the arms, and the Brahmins came from the Brahma's mouth. The farmers and business people, they came from the Brahma's thighs. And the fourth one, not mentioned here, fourth one is the slaves. They came from the under the feet of the Brahma. Thus, this is what is the teaching of the Brahmins. But the Buddha didn't believe that. Jaina, uh, Jain, Mahavira didn't believe that. And some other teachers uh, believe that. This all belong to Samana assembly. Um, okay, that's the third, fourth one. And the Chatu Maharajika, they are the gods, four great kings realm, and Tavatinsa, assembly of 33 god realms, and Mara, assembly of Mara, and Brahma, assembly of Brahma. Brahma is not Brahman, okay? Brahman is a humans, religious people. Brahma is the Brahma realm, gods, highest God. These are the 8 types of assemblies. Buddha says, and Buddha has the 4 types of self assurance, right? You remember? No one can say Buddha didn't enlighten. No one can say Buddha did not have freed from defilements or attachments. And no one can say Buddha, whatever Buddha said, this is preventing your progress. And no one can say the practicing this path not able to attain to enlightenment. No one can say anyone in humans, anyone in gods, anyone in Maras or Brahmas, no one can say. Then Buddha is going to royal people, assembly of the royal families. There could be 100 or 1,000 of them, and Buddha going to Brahmins into the Brahmins assembly. There are 100 or 1,000 Brahmins, religious people, and Buddha is going to assembly of the Gahapati people who is make the production, and Buddha is going to assembly of the Samana, or Buddha is going to assembly of the 4 great kings, or 33 kings realms. Wherever Buddha go in this 8 type of assemblies, and Buddha go without fear. Buddha go into them without hesitation. Buddha go into them without doubt, because Buddha has that self 4 type of assurance, 4 Vesarajya. No one can say Buddha is not enlightened. No one can say Buddha hasn't released this defilement. Buddha, whatever Buddha said, it is not right. And who is practicing this path not able to attain to enlightenment? No one can say that. It is impossible. Then Buddha go any type of this assembly without fear, without doubt, without hesitation, with very confidence. Okay, then Buddha says here, and Buddha going to these assemblies, and Buddha start to teach. start to talk, start to discuss. Buddha doesn't have a doubt about that. Or what kind of question they're going to ask, what kind of facts they take up to discussion. Because Buddha doesn't have fear. Because Buddha, no matter whatever they ask, Buddha know it. Buddha realize it. It's come to Buddha's mind. It's clear to Buddha. It's very clear to Buddha. He's enlightened, fully enlightened. Whatever they take up to discussion, and whatever assembly Buddha is going to, and Buddha going without fear and hesitation or doubt of, because Buddha has this self-assurance, Sattvesarajya. So, and even Buddha going to the four great kings assembly, Chatum Maharajika realm, and Buddha is going to Tavatinsa assembly, 33 gods realms, and Buddha going to Mara realms, Brahma realms. If we do you notice something here about Mara Parisa? There are assembly of the Mara, not only one. There are many Mara, the gods. There are type of gods, right? There are many of them, not only one. And there could be the one of great king among the Maras and the Brahma. There's a many Brahmas, gods, and Buddha is going to go into them without fear and keep teaching clearly, perfectly to attain to enlightenment. Something like this, Buddha, if someone says he is not enlightened, whatever he says, it is not his uh, clear understanding. He just says his mere reasoning. Um, if someone say that that's not true and it is not good, and his destination definitely will bad. Likewise, when someone keep practicing sila, samadhi, panya, his, his destination is very clear and definitely think that attainment of enlightenment. Likewise, if Sunakata doesn't let go his anger, if Sunakata not release his misunderstanding, if he holding anger and he dying with this anger, and he will definitely born in the bad realms, in hell or in bad destination. And here also Buddha emphasizing the practice in Sila Samadhi Panya is definitely thing of the his destination. What is his destination? His destination. I'm asking you, what's the destination of the practitioner Sila Samadhi Panya? Anyone? What's the destination of the practitioner Sila Samadhi Panya?
The ultimate is nibbana.
Nibbana. Nibbana is definitely thing to the practitioner Sila Samadhi Panya,
Yeah,
who has dedicated his life to practice this.
to
uh,
achieve.
he will achieve that enlightenment. He doesn't want to stay many lives. He doesn't have to perfect complete the paramis. The practice in the Sila Samadhi Panya, it is his own parami. It is definitely thing, and Buddha emphasized that in this sutta again and again and again and again. Okay, are we going to another fact, or maybe something talk about something else? Do you have anything about so far we learned? And Buddha explained here there are 4 types of birth system.
Mm.
4 types of birth system. Someone born from the eggs. Someone get birth from the wombs. Someone born from the moistures, in the moistures, and someone get birth spontaneously. These are the 4 types of birth system. Andaja, get birth from the eggs like a birds. Someone get birth from the womb like humans and some animals. Dogs, cats, and someone born in the moisture like a rotten fish, a meat, or a sump, a cesspool, and some creatures, some insects born in those places. And the 4th type one is the spontaneous birth and suddenly appear with perfect body, like in the heaven, like gods, like in the hell. And here Buddha says some kind of humans, not all. Ekache manusa. Some people also has born spontaneously. It's very interesting, right? Human can born as a spontaneous opapatika. Opapatika. They appear. You know this prostitute, very famous prostitute called Ambapali in the Buddha's time. She was born in spontaneously under a mango tree. Maybe here someone appear born as a human spontaneously, and we can say he's an alien. He come from some other planet. It could be, right? Then Buddha realized these kind of births. That's the Buddha's knowledge, the clear knowledge, perfect knowledge. When Buddha has this kind of clear, perfect knowledge, realization, understanding, when someone says Buddha doesn't have that, it's not true, then his destination is exactly bad. Like the who has the good destination uh, for his practice in Sila Samadhi Panya. Who is practicing Sila Samadhi Panya, his destination is definitely good. Likewise, Sunakata is keep holding this anger, wrong view, wrong misunderstanding, and criticizing, and his destination is definitely bad. Okay, this is the teaching for today. We're going to continue next week. Now you can ask anything to make it clear. Miriam, I didn't hear you for a while.
I'm here, Bante. I'm
How are you
just
doing?
listening.
How are you
I
doing?
am fine. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
Very good.
And hello to everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm just listening and taking it all in and reviewing and reading the Sutta Central that Michael provides weekly.
Did you read the sutta?
Yes, I did, and you discussing it helps me to get a little bit more understanding. Thank you.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it is very long sutta.
Yes, and thank you, Michael, for providing it.
Yeah. The last things of the sutta is Buddha's explanation how could he made the effort, struggle to attain to Buddhahood. That's the most heartbreaking thing in this sutta. Um, very good to know that.
Bante,
Mm.
Shanta could not be with us today because Shanta is celebrating the Poson Poya.
Oh, she's from England. She's
What is Poson Poya?
Posampoya is the very specific day, a very second largest celebration in Buddhist celebration in Sri Lanka. That's the day.
Oh,
That's the day
mm,
the Arahant Mahinda uh,
oh,
came to Sri Lanka with Buddhism,
mm.
and the Arahant Mahinda brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka in Poson Full Moon Day.
I see.
This
Oh,
full
thank you.
moon day. This is this 14. This 14 is the Poson full moon day. That's very
Oh,
specific day in Sri Lanka. Um, this the whole country celebrate it like Buddha's birthday, like the same
mm.
thing. And
Oh,
yeah, and we are organizing here the Poson celebration this 18 the Saturday on 18. I invited Sri Lankan people to come here. You are invited to come here. We're going to have lunch and the puja, Buddha puja, offering to Buddha and chanting and little bit Dhamma discussion, meditation. And you are invited to welcome. 10 a.m. on Saturday, 18.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, everyone.
Good. Get your plane tickets now.
You don't have to.
Where is it, Bente?
It's in the Bronx.
Oh. Where exactly? Where exactly? Could you please do you have address?
Yeah, yeah, it is 3070 Albany Crescent. Let me put it into the chat.
Oh, it's break. I can't hear. He's gonna put it in the chat. Oh, okay.
3070 Albany Crescent.
Albany Crescent, Temple.
Temple of
This
Enlightenment. Temple of Enlightenment, Albany Crescent.
Mm.
Yeah, Jayantanona, you can come here if you could make it.
When is that, Bante? What day?
It's Saturday, 18.
What
80.
time is it?
10 o'clock.
10 a.m.
What time?
10 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Can you put address in the chat, please?
Yeah, I'm going to put it here. Albany. The Craig is left already?
He probably had to go.
Okay.
Oh, I'll send out an email too.
Okay.
Okay.
Bronx and New York.
Bante, what's the occasion?
Location. I put it into the chat here.
Now, what's the reason on the 18th?
The celebration
Is
of
a
the
poem?
person. Person.
Poson. Uh-huh.
Person Poya. Celebration Person Poya. Person Full Moon Day. This very specific day to Sri Lankan people because they got Buddhism from the Arahant Mahinda on this full moon day. You know the King Asoka in India, he had the third council, Buddhist council. After that Buddhist council, he spread Buddhism to 9 countries. One of that 9 countries is Sri Lanka is the one of country. And he the great King Asoka's son is the Mahinda.
Oh, Mahinda.
Arahant Mahinda is the son of the King Asoka. King Asoka sent his son to Sri Lanka. And also his daughter, King Asoka's daughter called Sangamitta, and she also came to Sri Lanka in full moon day in December. And she brought with her the branch of the Bodhi tree from India to Sri Lanka. That Bodhi tree is still living in Sri Lanka. You have been here, Michael, right? The Anuradhapura Bodhi tree.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
You saw that.
Yes.
Bante, I have something to tell you. My brother passed on the 8th. He was from Sri Lanka. My feeling, can you explain what was my feeling at the time he was passing through? And he was, when family called, that time he was conscious, he was in a coma. And then I called one of my priests in New York's, and I told the priest, Dhamma Jyoti, and I told him about the situation that he's almost ready to go. And so I asked him to give some blessing. Then after that, I had the situation. I have the after getting that information, then I called. Then I went to do the Buddha Puja. It's like a here time, 11 to 12. So I was sitting down and I'm doing my Buddha Puja almost closest to 1 hour. Then I was praying for him. And thinking about how the conscious works, and he's ready to pass to the next life. So I was concentrating and doing the little blessing for him. Then finally, I came out from my Buddha Puja and stuff like that. Then I got the text message from my family from Sri Lanka saying he's gone. So I knew that he went while I was doing my prayers for him and Buddha Puja. So what is that situation? Then that particular time I called Sri Lanka and I asked them what time did my brother pass. They said their time is around 9 at night to 10 o'clock. So when I calculate my time, that was exact time I was doing the Buddha Puja. So you think he was reaching out to my blessing that time while I was doing, because he detached from his body. He's in the conscious mood, like a Bhavanga Chitta, all the way going to the to Prasasandita Sita is going through that channel. You think he was able to reach out to my blessing while he was passing? So it's exact that time that he reached out to my blessings and went through. And that's a little bit something for me to go through my system. It can be happen, the person that is detached from the body, now ready to pass to the another place. Now he's in the area that he's figured it out. He's conscious. It's there for him to detach everything and pass to the another channel.
Right.
So will my blessing, he could accept that time?
Yeah, it's possible. It is possible. It is possible. Maybe he could observe the things. Maybe at his last moment, it could become. It could be. Yeah. But he was in coma. We cannot say exactly how it was, what happened. He could be passed away according. That could be his last moment. He could, maybe he could be feel something, but because your intention, your prayers, as go about for just for him. Maybe he could receive something. It is possible.
Yeah, because exactly that time they said he passed. It's like during that particular time they said he passed. So, because before I saw him when I went to Sri Lanka, I visited him. That time he was able to, walk and talk and stuff like that. So he knew what I came for, do all the meritorious things. So he was really impressed what I have done. And so he remembered all this stuff why I came, how I saw him. And then I came here, and then he accidentally, because his liver was completely damaged and stuff like that. So that's how he passed. He wasn't drinking either to have that disease, whatever he had it. He not smoker. He wasn't drinking, but he got this liver completely destroyed. So he was younger than me too. So
But
it was yesterday.
whatever you did is good. It's good for him, and it's good for you too, and it's a good thing. Yeah.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, let me finish the session today, and I'm going to share the merits with departed ones and with gods and ghosts with all sentient beings. The people who has passed away, your family members, your friends, relatives, ancestors, whoever has passed away, if they um, looking for merits from you, and this the merits for them to share. Happily, may they share these merits, and by sharing these merits, may they go to good destination, happy destination, happy lives. And by the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, you may live happily, peacefully, without afflictions, and by all these blessings and meritorious powers, and may we all be able to attain to enlightenment. Akasattha Chabummatta Deva Naga Mahidika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkantu Sasanang Chirang Rakkantu Desanang Chirang Rakkantu Mamparang Sabbhitiyo Vivajjantu Sabbarogo Vinasatu Mate Bhavatmantarayu Sukhi Digayuko Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you.
Teruvan Sarnai, Bhante.
Teruvan
Thank you.
Sarnai, thank you,
Thank you.
and see you next week.
Thank you, Bante.
Thank you. See you next week. See you Saturday.
Yeah, see you Saturday. Yeah, thank you, Michael. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye, everyone.
Bye. Okay.